let's just get one more second here before we
I'll
get
say
going.
Rudy Tooty.
Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity. We are live. Hello, everybody. I am Squats, your friendly, jovial dude who does this sort of thing at this sort of time at night. I have with me a guest today, one of my good friends online who I met, I'd say about maybe a year and a half ago. Raz, do you want to introduce yourself? Do you want to be called anything other than Raz?
I'll introduce myself as Raz, aka Raznataz. Real name Ryan, but I've always been known as Raz, so that'll be how I'm known. Thank you, Adrian.
All right. Yeah, you can call me Adrian if you want to. That is also my name. I wanted to talk to you today because I think you're a really fun person to play video games with, and you'd probably be a really fun person to have on this show and have your mind picked.
Yeah.
What do you think? We have a pretty good amount of conversations, don't we?
We have a bond as if we're brothers from different mothers, and it must be different countries as well. But yeah, we can pick each other's minds. We've always known what each other are talking about through thick or thin. So yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think that we've disagreed on a lot before, but we've definitely had disagreements within people that we've met together and played games with, have we not?
Yeah, like do them silly finger movements and say fake friends or real friends. We have our opinions, and certain friends have had opinions, but I think me and you get each other, and a lot of other people that we know
You know what?
how we.
That's why I wanted to invite you here today because not I can't talk straight with a lot of people, and one thing that I think that gets in the way isn't let me get this out of the way for all the people who I've ever had disagreements with is intelligence. I don't think people have intelligent conversations nowadays.
I would more call it life experience and the way three friends would get on and have, as I would say over here, banter.
Yeah, you're from the
and have a
UK,
laugh.
right?
Yeah, from the UK, so we have different words for every sort of situation. But as I would call banter as laughs and jokes. So a lot of people would take stuff serious that we would consider banter or jokes.
Yeah, that's honestly, I think the reason why we got along so well is because nothing's sacred to me. Or I mean, not a lot is. I get the same feeling from you as well. Now,
Yeah.
now I wanted to.
Sorry.
No, you good.
It sort of came down to me and you meeting it and just like popping off straight away. You had the same mindset as me, and then there was a group created through WhatsApp, and you were like one of the first members that I wanted to create a friendly group of people from all around the world and just have a banter.
Had you been on the internet before that, like, and created any group like that before? Just wondering.
Literally, I think it was about 3 months I started playing again, and I met you. Before that, I had the gamer tag Raznataz, so I've had that since I was 16. And I used to play Modern Warfare, stuff like that. But it's actually quite funny. But I bought my daughter an Xbox, and it was easier to set it up through my original gamer tag Raznataz. So when I signed her up, I heard about Warzone.
Uh-huh.
So I joined, and I had random people invite me, and I accepted one of the chats, and it was my old squad members from, I think it was 15 years previous. thinking
Wow.
I was locked up and put in jail. Because
Wow.
they were calling me the mad Irish guy, and of course I don't like being called Irish. But they had the pretense that this mad Irish guy was put in prison for. That's why I just disappeared. I just dropped off the face of the earth. So, but literally, I met like squad members from I think it was 15 plus years ago, and it started off like it was yesterday.
That's crazy.
And
Do you still
it
play with
was
them?
crazy. I have lost touch simply because of the game I used to play turned into PC and console hackers ruining the game. So that's why I'm glad that I switched over to Fortnite and met the likes of yourself and many other beautiful people that I spend time with online when I get the opportunity to.
Dude, that's awesome. Uh, Thanks, dude. It's been really cool knowing you too, and to get to like the juicier bits of what I wanted to talk about here today with you is basically just the metaverse shit that's got us connected, and not only that, but maybe some stranger things that people don't really talk about.
Yeah,
This
the things that people choose not to talk about.
Yeah, what I like to think about the internet in particular is that it's a great invention and it's underutilized. It's not like people like consciously go on the internet and think like, hey, I could actually strike up a really good conversation with somebody, or even make a connection with somebody else, and it be just like if they were here right in front of me, like I met them.
Yeah. Um, it's always been out there. It's just got more involved. It's for me personally, the internet and the game play is a chance to escape your own reality and meet people that you might not meet in the real life.
That's true.
So, like personally, it's a great escape. Um,
It is,
people,
but
people,
life creeps in there though. Like reality seeps in there when you're not thinking about it.
but if you, I don't know how we're going to involve this conversation because to me, the last 3 years, the world has just turned on top of itself and just it's it's like the world is starting to destroy itself over and over. Um,
I would agree with you on that if I didn't have such an optimistic view of what's to come.
but right, but so if you want to argue about like, there's so many things that I have in my head that didn't happen. Right, so we'll put this. This is like totally off the chart, but I remember hearing stories about great grannies and whatever, like simple things like bathing children, like having 6 or 7 children in a family, right, and sharing a bath,
Yeah.
and the 6 or 7 children would share a bath one after another,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
back then, none of them ever got ill from anything, right? And today, you can't even rub a kitchen surface without like, or you need to clean surfaces down. It's maybe I'm going into one, but the world is a crazy place, and it's developed to be that way.
Well, yeah, it is. It is changing, and it has changed a lot. I like to think about the way people used to live as well. If you wanna know why I think we're going in a good place,
Do you think the world is going towards a better place?
it definitely is. It definitely is. And I'll use an analogy to help you get there and see what I'm trying to say. Like a forest fire, it's just, this stuff that we're going through right now. We met during COVID, mind you. This is what I'm talking about as a forest fire. The way that we used to live indoors and just completely sequestered from everybody else, all of that is gonna die away soon. I don't think that it can continue going on like the way it was in COVID, and people are people are wise to it.
You're taking that from the start of COVID. You're not taking that from before COVID. Like, COVID was a major. This is the first time COVID happened. The world. This is a major disease, or this is the first time that any of our families have ever been through a crisis like that.
You're right. It's the point of consciousness that it brought us to this. It brought us to where we're going. I don't think.
But I would pin the fact that COVID started. I would pin that into someone human started that chain of events that has just started the world going crazy at the minute. Because you've one major event after another that has been spiked from. I'm not racist, Adrian. You know I'm not racist, but
yeah.
Like, deep down, I think it stemmed from that guy being killed by the white cop in America.
You may be right.
Every development started after that. Was the BLM marches, right? That's not the first time like a black man has been murdered by white cops.
You're right. Rodney King is another example.
Yeah, and that was brutal, and that was caught in video. Like, so, see, after that happened, the world just turned upside down. So you had Premiership football teams in the UK bowing down on one knee, fighting for BLM.
Well, that's not really a good fight, is it? That's like, I've never seen that called a fight before.
I'm not saying it's a fight, but it's the fact that the world was brainwashed into thinking they had to support this movement. But what was the movement about? What, like, I've seen videos of white Christian girls cleaning BLM off their churches and getting abused by another white woman going, "Oh, you're racist because you're cleaning BLM off your Christian church." So
yeah, that is on its head. Yeah.
In my mindset, the world got turned upside down from that one event.
Like I said, I think it's a fire, dude. Somewhere the fire started.
And needs to burn harder.
It doesn't need to burn harder. It's going to.
Gary.
It's just going to. It's not within our capabilities anymore. Whatever happened, like, it's been set in motion, in my opinion, and it's a good thing, because after every forest fire, we can
it burns out. Yeah, and then regeneration.
We can have fertile soil.
I honestly, when's it going to burn out, Adrian? Because you've got the BLM movement, right? So after that, there was COVID, and then there was monkeypox, and now there's Russia and Ukraine. So when's it going to burn out?
Honestly, I if I had to say, I'm a little bit biased. I've been biased for the longest time. I think as soon, and in my opinion, I don't want to scare you. Are you ready?
No, listen, I have never been more ready, but I like the way I can have a conversation with you, because you'll give me, if you disagree with me, you'll tell me, and you'll give me your thoughts. But I'm just giving you my opinion that the world is basically looking for its next crisis. So you've got that, you've got COVID, you've got monkeypox, which disappeared within 2 weeks.
Yeah, it did.
And no one's heard about it again. It's like, what happened to that? You know,
it got swallowed up, dude. It got swallowed up in the ether.
No, that's a simple fact. It was like monkeypox was supposed to be the next COVID, and it disappeared so quickly, and it was supposed to be so dangerous, and it was just like no one's ever heard about it again. It's like, who is someone higher above us creating these situations to scare the public people?
Let me point this out. Let me point this out about you. Why I think we get along so well. Most people don't think this far. They're not even. It's not even on the radar anymore. They don't even. If you said monkeypox, they would say, "Oh yeah, that was a thing," and they don't question it. They don't, and they won't question it. Or what the hell happened
fair.
to
That's
it.
maybe they're easy. That's fair.
But you analyze things, and that's why I'm so glad to fucking know you, dude.
Where did it go? But seriously, where did it go? It disappeared.
Fuck if I know.
It was a very monkey effect. It's true, Bill. It was all over the news and then disappeared. So that's only a small matter of a lot of things that are going on. So
that's a really good point. You know where it ends, dude. I think this is it. I think this is where it's gonna end. We should be really happy to have what we have right now in front of us, dude. And this is this is the internet. This is electricity. This is food that's so plentiful. It's unreal.
I totally agree.
It's unreal.
People, it's like look at the people that don't have anything at all. Like the poor countries, they've no water. People don't realize what they've got. Like the likes of me and you, I work hard for what I've got, right? And I always will work hard. It was bred into me to everything luxuries in life. I've worked hard for it, and I will never stop doing that. But if you turn around and look, you're so lucky just to have everything you've got around you.
Fuck yeah,
Even if you don't work, it's in life itself. It's like you could die tomorrow in a freak accident. So I can't remember the saying, but there's certain sayings that basically it's like live today as if you have no tomorrow. Wake up as if it's your last day in life and enjoy it. Because Adrian, yourself, it's a long time coming. People,
yeah, it is.
We're getting older.
No one thinks about it either, too. Like how what had to happen for us to be here even is a fucking blessing. Like all of our ancestors, they just got so lucky to flirt with, my great grandmother that they made my great grandfather. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's getting in it another. It's like, where did we come from?
Well, see, all of these things, they all come together, and this is why I like talking to you, because I know that you'll entertain that thought. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah, but it's like, any conversation we can have, right? We'll redirect to a different conversation. So, we're talking about life and things that have happened, COVID, etc., and now we're getting to where did we even come from?
Well, see,
is it second? Was it? It wasn't.
Well, see, I'm going somewhere with this. What I want to talk to you about is something that you told me earlier today. It really piqued my interest. All these things had to happen in order for you to tell me that you had an experience, another worldly experience, something that most people don't get in their lifetime, and they'll not even understand it if you were to tell them. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking about that story you told me, and I want you to say it, and some people to hear you say it as well, and ponder
it. The jittering star.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, there's no reason for me to lie on this podcast or whatever it is, interview, or
I don't know why you would lie to me
person.
Or tell me a fantastical story.
So, literally, I would say at least 5 years ago, I've lived in the same place for, I think it's about 8 years now. Mm-hmm. But over that period, I would literally go outside my door. Right, I've always been amazed by the stars. Like my partner, Jane, she always said about South Africa was the sky was just beautiful stars, right? It's not like that in Northern Ireland, right? It's always cloudy and stuff like that. But anyway, going back 5 years, I always went out the back and seen this specific light in the sky,
Seen what
and
now?
a specific light,
Uh huh.
like a really bright star, as I would put it, right? So I was watching this this star, and it literally jittered across the sky. It didn't. It wasn't a shooting star. It didn't fade out. This star zigzagged across the sky. So over time, this is over a 5 year span. I wouldn't say it would be a regular basis, but I didn't really get concerned about it. I thought it was weird. I was always believed in aliens and stuff, but this was a this was always there in the same spot, but it jittered across the sky. It literally zigzagged, and this is going from 5 years ago until this day. It always zigzagged, and I got paranoid. And I was like, "There's right, it's not just me." So I rang my mum, who lived about a mile up the road. I guided her in the right sort of vicinity to look at,
Uh huh.
and she said as well she's seen the same thing jitter across the sky. So I was like, right, Google this. Someone's got to be talking about this jittering star in the sky, but no one. There's a Northern Ireland UFO site now.
Uh huh.
No one was talking about it. No one ever talked about it.
So you went pretty in depth then.
Yeah, I knew it was there, but for some reason I wasn't like really following it up until I met a friend. Right, I met a friend, and we were sitting in my kitchen having a few drinks, and he's pretty out there like us. He'd be into conspiracies and stuff like that. So I confided in him, and I said, "Listen, mate, I've been seeing this thing in the sky, and it jitters around. It's not a star. It shoots across, back." And he pulled out his phone and goes, "Is it that?" And he had an actual video of the same thing I was talking about.
Now,
This star.
why didn't you think to get a video?
It wasn't in my mindset. I was like, I'm so open-minded. I wasn't like delving for proof or evidence.
Uh-huh.
It's just, I'm pretty easygoing.
Have you seen it recently?
I could maybe go out the back now to have a look. I haven't seen it. I would say it's about at least a year.
Okay.
But it was. All right, hold on. I'm actually.
You know what I would? You know what I would do to fucking see that? Like, I would love to see that.
It was scary. It's over here. It's not the time for it over here because it's nearly. Yeah.
That's fine.
The sun's coming out.
That's fine. You don't have to.
But yeah.
I don't know how you would show me, anyways, right now.
I would vouch now that, see, from this day forward, I will try and get a video for you, and then you can add it to our podcast.
That would be dope. I've seen something similar, and I do believe you. I do believe you that there is something unexplained out there. Now, what would you think like the closest explanation could be? Like, have you ever seen anything like a satellite before, or like a airplane or a drone?
No, but this followed over. This is in a period of 7 years, so it was always in the same area, but it moved in the same area as well. It was always in the same spot, and that's what freaked me out, because it was like it was always in the same sort of the exact same area, and it was scary, but it was.
Was there anything to the light that made it different from other lights?
No, it just looked like a bright star, but it was just zigzagging across the sky. Now, it wasn't like going one direction, it was going back and forward. It'd be this side, it'd be that side. It would zigzag in front of your eyes, and it was unexplainable.
Did it ever leave your sight? Like you didn't know where it went, or when did the experience stop, or how did it stop?
I would watch it from time to time and like disbelief because the amount of research I tried to do on this thing and no one would talk about it. So like I would have a couple of drinks every other weekend, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
This was like
Was
when
it
I
the
was,
drinks, mate?
no, this is when I was totally sober and all.
Okay.
That I rang my mother and she confirmed like, yeah, that's a bit weird, but it never went any. It was like people just, yeah, it is what it is, sort of thing. SOCKS.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't think we're gonna get to the
Yeah.
bottom of this.
No, until I'm gonna, from this day forward, I'm gonna try and get you a video.
Now, okay. I have a kind of similar story that happened to me recently. It's not anything otherworldly, but it's still strange to me.
Okay.
One night I was drinking. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
tell you that right off. I went outside and I was having a smoke. It was like pretty late at night. It was like maybe like 2 o'clock in the morning, right? And
Yep.
it was silent. I was just enjoying. I was looking up at the sky, and I heard, I kid you not, dude, it sounded like 5 drones flew overhead. And I was like, why the fuck are there this many drones flying at night? Like,
I thought you said 5 drums, 5 drones.
drones. Like a group of
Right, okay.
like a group of
Yeah.
drones.
Like, zoom.
Yeah, they were like bzzz.
Wow.
And I was like, what the why would anyone
Yeah,
be
it's
flying
not like
this?
5 homies sitting with their racing drums, like flying them past us. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no
It's
time.
like, what?
It's no time for a hobbyist to be outside. There was no lights.
Yeah,
There was no
Or 5
lights.
of them.
They just flew overhead.
And did you hear the sound and you were like, what?
Yeah, I was like, that's not bumblebees.
Listen, Adrian, people don't understand, right? Everyone talks about our universe, right?
Uh-huh.
People are small-minded. We are like one universe in millions and billions of universes. People choose to not understand that. You know, that's like,
That would be,
I don't.
like I said, really hard for normal people to comprehend because
I know,
they
but
don't
it's,
think.
It's facts. We have like a solar system. We're like a tiny molecule in billions and millions, and as Biden says, millions and billions and millions of billions. Do you understand that we are a small universe inside? I can't even explain it.
You know,
It actually makes.
I wish I could understand what you're talking about, but honestly, I don't. I know the theory.
Oh, okay. So you'll be. There's one universe. It's all our solar system and our planets.
Uh-huh.
You're so wrong.
No, well,
There is.
well, look. I wanted to talk to you about this article that I read today. Maybe I can talk to you about it later because right now we both had a couple of drinks and it's making for good conversation. But if I'll share it with you later. I told you about the Hadron Collider. They just turned it on at full power, like maximum power.
Yeah.
Scientists thought that this was gonna destroy the universe, like by creating a black hole or something, and that's how freaky that the physics are that they're playing with, right?
But do you not believe that superpowers might have some of that stuff in existence? They just haven't used it yet. Like,
I have no doubt,
like,
dude.
Imagine,
I have no doubt.
Imagine the control to control weather systems in certain continents and stuff like that.
Nikola Tesla was doing that. He was
Exactly.
playing around with that
Well,
stuff,
well,
and his work went missing. Of course, the government took it. Of course.
Right, even
It doesn't just
You're
disappear.
understanding it.
His pet pigeons didn't just fucking eat it.
you heard about the guy that created the engine that ran in water and then he disappeared as well.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
there's
disappeared.
there's
We'll not
people
talk about
there's people now that are playing around with hydrogen engines, and they're not dead yet. But I have a feeling the reason
it. They will be soon.
they might be, they might very well be. Let's keep tabs on them. Uh,
Yeah.
we have the internet at our
But
disposal.
you know, like who I'm originally talking about.
Yeah, the guy
The
who
guy
wanted
that-
to patent. Yeah, the guy who patented.
And then
He
missing.
died. Yes, he went missing.
dead.
Yeah, which is really strange. Not so far fetched to believe that someone killed him.
It's not really that strange. Like it's just that's life.
Yeah, honestly, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want to get political, but this
I know, but he was taken out. Like
this green agenda, this whole agenda of everything should be solar panels. It's been proven that this is not the most efficient way to create energy or to store it. It's been proven that there's many better ways, and it's just so mind-boggling that there is not more technology of the alternative sources out there.
yeah, like natural resource. It's like in the UK they were pushing everyone to go gas boilers. So you take oil, or all our houses were oil burners, so they would heat up the house through oil, and then they pushed them on the gas boilers. And now our country's saying that the gas boilers are going to be taken out as well. So that they push people onto one thing and then take them out, and then it's just see the money and the drive and the greed is and the power is just in my life. It's unacceptable. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the problem. We used to have
If you
natural gas here in Texas, easily available, but they did away with it.
yeah, it's like the probably pushed it on saying use this, and then nope, take them out.
Like I said, it's I think it's a fire burning. People will find out what's useful here soon, I think.
So what I grasp is you're open-minded, but you're saying you think we're going through a stage where we will learn from all these messed up things that have happened, and you think it'll be for the better good, the regeneration of Earth.
Definitely, like a renaissance. I think more than just technology will benefit. I think that art is gonna become a lot better. Just look at art right now, dude. Art right now is so stupid. I saw,
I remember,
dude. I went to a art gallery not too long ago, and someone
just flashes of paint.
they melted crayons on a canvas and they put an army soldier on
Oh, on the string.
it. It was stupid. No, I mean,
Is that what you were gonna?
no, it wasn't on a
Right,
string.
okay.
Like that would even be more artistic what they did. But someone just melted crayons and put it on a canvas, and they said, "This is war."
I'll
I don't
pay
know.
$2.5 million for that. Dude, shush.
Yeah, don't get me started on
Yeah,
NFTs.
That's scary. Oh, NFTs? No, I'm not getting started, man. But here, tell you what do you think about that picture I sent you in the, what do you call it, the Pope's place? In the Vatican?
The picture.
And that's their backstage in the Vatican. I said,
dude,
does that not look like the devil?
that was freaky.
Wasn't it?
Can you enlighten me? Tell me where to find it or what it's called? Because
Just type in the Vatican. Back. Oh, I can't even type it in. I'm on the phone to you now. It's the Vatican main room or something.
the Vatican artwork.
No, Vatican main room. Just the
Okay.
devil. It should come up. It's so scary. Like that's definitely.
Oh,
that's definitely
dude.
not-
Dude, this looks like the fractals we were looking at right now on the screen.
Did you get it?
No, this isn't the one that you showed me, but the architecture is pretty trippy. Oh, damn. You know what? I have seen a conspiracy theory about this.
Well, I can.
It looks like a demon in but this isn't the one that you showed me. This is not the one that you showed me. I'm looking for it though.
So am I.
The Vatican's main room. Let me just put up here the one that comes to mind when I think of the Vatican and the architecture.
Right. Okay. Right. So I'll just tell you now. Right, Adrian. So I typed in Vatican devil picture. Right.
Okay.
And that brings it up. Right. Okay.
Okay.
So should I not be typing in Vatican, the picture of Jesus? Right. So type in Vatican devil picture, and it'll show you the Pope standing in front of what looks like a full-on devil. Like
I see it. This is the one that you showed me. Yes.
Yeah, it's like what, and that's where the Pope, he stands in front of that and preaches. That is scary as hell.
That is super creepy. It looks
that's proper devil stuff. Like
it looks like a horde of demons behind the devil,
doesn't it? It's like yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, why would that be in the Vatican?
There's another one. There was something in the Vatican is called Lucifer as well. It's weird. I read this mad conspiracy. I seen this picture. Something related to his Lucifer that's supposed to be the house of God or whatever. I don't know. I don't believe in Christianity. I don't. It is what it is. Each to their own. But that is scary as hell.
Yeah, this dude just preaches in front of this.
Yeah, in front of it, like in a white suit. And, geez, I would listen. If I was in that room, I would listen to this wee white guy wearing a white suit in front of that, I don't know, what, devil's nest? It just looks like the devil and souls. It's scary as hell, like. Oh, and he's
I never trusted Catholicism. I thought there was something really freaky going on.
I've live sent you this photo where it shows you like an Overwatch version of. There's like 6 of them on stage, and then that's behind them.
Wait,
and he's on. I've sent you on WhatsApp.
Oh, in WhatsApp.
So scary.
If you can send me stuff on Discord, I'll be able to show it to the live stream.
Well, you should be able to search it. I don't know. It doesn't. People don't need to see that, Adrian. That is evil as hell.
Huh. Well, that's fine.
It's not a nice vision. It shows the Pope and his wee friends bowing down in front of this. Scary as hell, and that's a real thing. How can that be? How can that be Jesus Christ?
Man, dude, there's some weird stuff going on in this world. One of the things that is really crazy. Have you ever heard of the Georgia Guidestones?
Not necessarily. I don't think so.
So let me trip you out real quick, because you had to go and do that to me right now. It just showed up in the news recently that the Georgia Guidestones got bombed. They blew up part of the monument, which it's a monument. It's like suposed to be the United States Stonehenge, but I say that mockingly, because some people in 1980 something erected some stones that have some rules on it. Now the rules are really weird. I'm gonna read them off to you and tell me if you think that this is some satanic shit.
Yeah. Okay.
They're called instructions, and they're like commandments practically.
Right.
Let me read them. It says maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. That's already
Is that
that's
like
number
one?
1. That's number 1. That's like that's
The certain
yeah,
number?
that's what they said. 500 million.
What? That is so
It is
corrupt.
corrupt. It's saying that you
Oh
have to
my.
kill people or
Okay.
something, right?
Yeah, you have to keep it at that number, and then basically, yeah,
Now
I know what you're saying.
Now here's one that the Nazis would love. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity.
What? Right? Okay. So the disabled.
Yeah,
all
yeah, you
right,
gotta kill the disabled.
do them all. What? What's this? What instructions are these?
So it's called the Georgia
This is
Guidestones.
That's a full mad cult. Like,
It has to be a cult
Wow.
or
oh my God.
I don't know why anyone would build
I-
this,
I-
right? Like to have their name on it or to fund it.
I need to privately research this after
You should.
because that is too much. Like that's genocide. That's wow.
So let me give you one
Well,
more.
yeah.
Let me give you one more. That is really weird and strange. One more is unite humanity with a living new language. What do you think? What do you think that would be? No, a
English
living
language.
new language. English. English
A
isn't
living
new
new-
or living. What do you think about AI?
Oh, like
That could-
shit. A new language, yeah. So that would be like an right. Okay, I'm feeling it now. That's
Yeah, that would
that's
be
crazy.
living, right?
You need to send me that link because I need to read about this. This is
For
disturbed.
sure it is. So basically the article I read the other day was that someone bombed it and they had to completely destroy it. Which they said it was a political bombing or like a
And where is this?
yeah, it's the
Somewhere in
United
America?
States. I don't know where it is. I mean, it says Georgia, but
It's probably undisclosed.
huh,
That's crazy. That's a full cult. The
and you know what's
instructions-
really
Jesus.
creepy? It's written in different languages, all on the stones, so many people can understand it and see it.
Yeah, I need send me a link because I need a real. I'll be all
Yeah,
over that.
definitely.
That would spike my interest, like. But yeah, you said one more thing. I'm just gonna do a
Sure.
simple thing, right? I don't know the ins and outs of this fact, but it grasped me, and I was like, right, okay. So simply, a deck of cards,
Uh-huh.
right? So a normal deck of playing cards. So there's 52 cards in the deck.
Oh, that's what
Right.
you were telling me earlier.
So the 52, yeah, the 52 cards represent 52 weeks in a year. And when it goes down, it's like if you add all the cards up in every suit, and when you go to 10, you call the Jack 11, the Queen 12, the King 13, right? The Ace is 1. If you add them all up, it comes to 354. And then you're like, right, well, that doesn't really resemble the days in the year, but there's 2 jokers in the deck. So you put them together. One represents, well, the 2 of them represent every day in the year, and the other one, take it away. It's like a leap year, right? But then it goes into the suits and the 4 seasons and the Mayan calendar, and it gets so in depth. I need to read more into it, but it's like out there stuff, and that's a simple thing that people use every day. A deck of cards.
Yeah, it's like they're playing with reality. And just to have a game.
Yeah, and you can't. Someone that to me, someone that can't just be a
It
coincidence.
can't,
like,
dude. It cannot be.
there's
It cannot be
there
because
there'll be like a thousand coincidences in a deck. Cannot be a coincidence. That it's
I don't
deep.
think it is a coincidence because I mean it's not a conspiracy either, or it cannot be like someone was so smart they looked at everything and they put it together. I think that the world is just
Yeah, but they couldn't put the numbers together. It's like if you go to the pyramids and the True North and the Egypt and it's like mind-boggling. If you go in depth with the pyramids, it's like it would blow your mind. But normal people would just oversee that stuff. But if you delve deep into the proper science facts of the pyramids, it's
yes, it is mind blowing. You know
it's
why?
It's
It wouldn't
scary,
mean
like,
it wouldn't mean
it's
shit
so
to a
scary.
monkey. You know why? It wouldn't mean shit to a monkey because monkeys don't play games. Monkeys don't observe weeks, days, or years. The only reason that it's so mind blowing is because we use those numbers every day, and it's just consciousness, and it's the funny thing about being conscious is that we'll see the patterns eventually, and it'll make more sense to us when we look at a pack of cards. It's like, oh shit, all the patterns are here. They've always been here.
But it's true. It's true hard facts.
I think so. I think you need to send me.
People will try and.
I think you need to send me
debunk it.
more of what you're talking about because it doesn't necessarily make sense
Okay,
the way you
okay.
explained it to me right now. The way you're.
Right. Well, I can't go into it. I'll just give you a quick lowdown. Right. See the exact width from corner to corner of the main pyramid. It equals like to so it's like it's not right. See the circumference right, of the pyramid. It links to the speed of light or something. I need to delve into it.
And
But the facts are scary. Like as
I am
messed
familiar
up.
with what you're talking about because I have read into it, but the audience will not understand what you're talking about unless you get the facts straight.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Well, hopefully they will research.
Yeah, the math involved with the pyramids. Yeah, if anyone wants to look that up,
It's like even like there's standard things about the pyramids, and I go, oh, that's pretty cool that it's in line with True North, but it delves into the circumference and the height, and it's the numbers and science just prove it's facts. Like it proves that it's a real thing, and I'm not even getting into the fact how did they build them back then, and I'm not even getting into the fact that some of the the coffins that they used was made out of stone that wasn't
yeah,
even found
it had to
in
have
Egypt.
come from many
And
miles away.
They were carved. Yeah, and they were carved in this stone was so hard that the tools today couldn't even chisel